Okay, so does what preset you use matter? Basically, the short answer is yes and no, and I will explain what I mean when I say yes and no. Yes, the preset you use matters because depending on the equipment you have, it's going to have different properties. The way you record is going to sound different for all those mics with your voice. So for example, in this song called Extra that I made, that's like a 2 hollows type song, you can really hear the space and the amount of room that there is with the vocals and how I mixed it in the effects. And I'll play this in reference to another song that I made that has a different mixing style, which is important because how you want your voice to sound is how you should shape your preset.
Baby, can you tell me what's in store? I just wanna know you want it all.
Okay, but then like an example of another song that I made, I didn't have all these effects on the song.
If you want 100, I'll go in the store and I pay right there. Saying she want it, she know she my bunny, I put her.
More importantly, the way your voice sounds matters. That's the number one important thing when it comes to figuring out what preset you want to use. For the sake of this video, I'm not going over my entire preset in depth. If you want a more in-depth preset video, let me know in the comments, and maybe I'll go over my entire preset and break down everything in the preset. In this video, I'm more so going over what's important to think about when you think about your preset. Okay, so in my opinion, there's only 2 things that's important to think about when you're making presets for yourself. You only need a recording preset and effects preset. The recording preset is a preset that you're going to use every time when you're recording because it's for your mic, it's for your voice. The effects preset is completely up to whatever song you're making and however your creative process decides to take you in whatever direction for your effects. I think it's way more valuable to anybody trying to make music to find a preset, listen to what they sound like, and then spend some time messing around with how to change it and how to make it better for your ears. It took me 2 years of messing around with different presets I found on the internet, got from my friends, made myself, to actually figure out what I want my voice to sound like in the style of music that I make. But like I said, if you want a more in-depth preset tutorial, let me know in the comments. I'll go through my actual preset that I use for when I record most of my songs, and kind of some like tips and things that I go through when I'm like mixing my vocals and stuff.